Hello everyone. Today we learn about collector feedback bias. Without wasting any time, let's begin. Collector feedback biasing in case of emitter biasing. We introduce emitter resistance, and because if the stability of the operating point increases, the stability of the operating point can also be improved by the introduction of feedback from collector to base, and this is what are doing in collector feedback biasing. We are introducing the feedback from collector to base, and first we will calculate the current IC and the voltage VCE. They are the coordinate of the operating point, and after this we will discuss advantage and disadvantage of collector feedback biasing. IB is current in the branch, IC is current in the branch, and I want to calculate current in this branch. Let's say the current is I will use Kirchhoff current law at this node to calculate the current I. According to Kirchhoff current law, the sum of entering currents is equal to sum of leaving currents. You can see I see the leaving current, IB also leaving current, and I is the entering current. So simply current I is equal to I see the collector current plus I be the base current, and now I will discuss the base current by applying the Kirchhoff voltage law in the input loop. We have VCC minus IC plus IB multiply with RC, drop across the I multiply with RC, and I is equal to IC plus IB. So we have IC plus IB multiplied by with RC minus IB multiplied with resistance RB, drop across the resistance minus VBE equal to 0. So this is equation, and we will try to calculate the current IB using this equation. We already know the collector current IC is equal to beta times IB. So we can write collector current IC equal to beta times IB. I will take IB common from the and this term. So let's see what we have. VCC minus inside the bracket beta plus 1 times RC plus RB multiplied with IB minus VBE equal to 0. So current IB is equal to VCC minus VBE divided by beta plus 1 RC plus RB. So this is the expression of base current IB, and now we will find out the collector current. The collector current IC is simply beta times IB. So we have beta inside the bracket VCC minus VBE divided by beta plus 1 RC plus RB. So this is the expression for the collector current, and this way we have y coordinate of the operating point. The next thing is the calculation of the voltage VCE, and for the we will apply KVL in the output loop. So let's apply KVL in the output loop. We will start from VCC. VCC minus I multiply by RC minus VCE equal to 0. Capital I is equal to IC plus IB, collector current plus base current minus, so we have VCC minus IC plus IB multiply with RC minus VCE equal to 0. From the equation we can easily calculate the voltage VCE. It is equal to VCC minus IC plus IB multiplied with RC. We have already evaluated the expression for IC. You can see here, and by putting all the values of, we can write current IC, and once we have current IC, we will put here in this expression, and finally we can have VCE. So these final expressions for the voltage VCE. And now we will move the advantage and disadvantage collector feedback configurations. First, we talk about the advantage. The collector feedback configuration stabilize the operating point against the variation of temperature. This is first advantage, and it also stabilize the operating point against the variation of biasing voltage VCC. The third advantage is the stabilization of operating point against the variations of beta. You can easily prove the current IC is independent of beta. It is equal to beta times VCC minus VBE divided by RB plus inside the bracket beta plus 1 RC. Beta plus 1 is nearly equal to beta, so we have beta here, and if beta times RC is greater than RB, we can neglect RB. So we are left with RC multiplied with beta in the denominator, and the beta in numerator will cancel out this. You can see the expression is independent of beta value. So this is the third advantage of collector feedback configuration. Now we will talk about the disadvantage. You can see in the last advantage we have to follow the condition beta times RC must be greater than RB, and most of the times we do not have the exact idea of beta value of source. To specify the condition, we have to make RC or we can make resistance RB very low. Now if we make RC very large, the high value of biasing voltage VCC is required. VCC is required, and because of this cost will increase, and also precautions will increase. If we make RB very low, the reverse bias of collector base junction will reduce. So this a disadvantage of the collector feedback biasing.